The Honest Woodcutter and the Golden Axe. In a quiet village on the edge of a dense forest, lived a poor but honest woodcutter named Aaron. He led a simple life with his wife, Mira, working tirelessly to make ends meet. Each morning, Aaron would rise before dawn, gather his worn tools, and head into the forest. Though his earnings were meager, he found joy in his work, believing that honesty and a clear conscience were worth more than riches. Mira shared his values, supporting him with her quiet strength. However, not everyone shared Aaron's beliefs. In the village, a wealthy merchant named Lomas took every opportunity to mock Aaron. "What's the use of honesty if it keeps you poor, Aaron?" Lomas sneered one day in the marketplace. "A man like me, dealing in gold and silver, knows how to live." Aaron smiled at the insult and replied, "Gold doesn't feed the soul, my friend. Honesty does." Lomas laughed dismissively, but the exchange left the villagers talking. Some admired Aaron's principles, while others whispered that he was a fool to cling to his outdated ideals. The fateful day. One crisp morning, as Aaron chopped wood by a sparkling stream deep in the forest, his axe slipped from his hands and fell into the rushing water. His heart sank. That axe, worn and battered, was his lifeline, the only tool he had to earn a living. Despairing, he knelt by the stream and cried out, "What will I do now? Without my axe, I cannot work or provide for my family." The stream shimmered as though alive, and from its depths rose a radiant spirit, cloaked in light. Her voice was gentle but commanding as she asked, "Why do you weep, woodcutter?" Startled but humble, Aaron replied, "My axe has fallen into the stream. Without it, I cannot earn my bread." The spirit smiled, her eyes kind. "Let me help you," she said, disappearing into the water. Moments later, she reappeared, holding a gleaming golden axe. "Is this your axe?" she asked. Aaron shook his head. "No, that is not mine. My axe is plain and simple, just like me." The spirit vanished again and returned with a shining silver axe. "And is this your axe?" Again, Aaron shook his head. "No, that is not mine either." Finally, the spirit retrieved Aaron's old, battered axe. "Is this your axe?" she asked. Relief flooded Aaron's face. "Yes, that's mine." "Thank you." The reward. The spirit was moved by Aaron's honesty. Few would resist the temptation of wealth when offered treasures like these. "Take your axe, and as a reward for your truthfulness, I give you both the golden and silver axes as well." But Aaron humbly declined. "I cannot accept what I did not earn. The plain axe is all I need to work honestly." The spirit's smile widened, and a soft light surrounded Aaron. "Your heart is pure, woodcutter. Though you may not seek riches, know that your honesty is a treasure beyond gold." With that, the spirit vanished, leaving Aaron with his axe, and a faint golden glow that clung to his bag. The villagers' curiosity. When Aaron returned to the village that evening, the glow from his bag caught the attention of the villagers. As he explained his encounter with the forest spirit, their reactions ranged from awe to disbelief. Word of the magical axes spread quickly, and soon, greedy eyes turned toward the forest. Lomas, the wealthy merchant, scoffed at Aaron's tale but couldn't shake the lure of the golden axe. "A foolish story," he said loudly, but in secret, he planned his journey to the stream. Meanwhile, Mira noticed a change in the villagers. Some, inspired by Aaron's honesty, began to reflect on their own actions. Others grew envious, their greed driving them to plot ways to claim the spirit's treasure for themselves. The greedy merchant's downfall. Early the next morning, Lomas ventured to the stream, deliberately dropping his expensive axe into the water. He cried out in feigned despair, "What will I do now? My axe has fallen into the stream." As before, the spirit rose from the water, her luminous presence casting a glow over the scene. "Why do you weep, traveler? My axe has fallen into the stream." Lomas lied smoothly. The spirit disappeared briefly, returning with the golden axe. "Is this your axe?" Without hesitation, Lomas exclaimed, "Yes, that's mine." The spirit's expression darkened, her voice resonating with disappointment. "You lie. Greed has no place here. In a flash of light, the spirit vanished, taking not only the golden axe but also Lomas's own axe, leaving him empty-handed and humiliated. He returned to the village a laughingstock, his greed exposed for all to see. A test of honesty. The story doesn't end there. As days passed, more villagers ventured to the stream, each with their own motives. Some sought riches, while others sought proof of the spirit's existence. One family, a struggling farmer and his daughter, came with a plea for help. They had no axe to drop, only a request for guidance. The spirit appeared once more, moved by their humility, and gifted them a simple axe to begin their work. Meanwhile, Aaron continued his humble life, refusing to let the fame of his encounter change him. The villagers, inspired by his unwavering principles, began to value honesty in their own lives. Tensions peaked when a group of villagers, led by Lomas, devised a plan to trick the spirit into granting them wealth. They built a raft and attempted to force the stream to reveal its treasures. Their greed angered the spirit, who rose in a storm of light and thunder, declaring, "This stream is not a source of greed but a reflection of truth. You will find no riches here, only the measure of your own hearts." The raft capsized, and the villagers fled in fear, leaving the stream undisturbed. Lomas, thoroughly chastened, apologized to Aaron and the village for his selfishness. In the end, Aaron's story became a legend, passed down from generation to generation. The villagers learned that integrity and kindness bring a wealth far greater than gold. Aaron's life continued as it always had, simple but full of joy, his honesty shining like a beacon for all to see. The story of the honest woodcutter teaches us that greed leads to ruin, while honesty and humility bring peace and lasting happiness. True riches lie not in material wealth but in the goodness of one's heart.